Hey everybody, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25, Frankenmuth Mega Farm Project Episode 33. Our plan is to get into December, we're going to go back in time into February and plant cotton, but before we can go to February, I want to get these guys picked up and brought over to our new hay storage solution and get that dealt with. So we're gonna do that real quick like, and then we'll move on to February and get everything worked out. Alright, we're gonna go get those other two bales eventually, but for now we're gonna push this over into December man, I just cannot get December off the brain. February and plant cotton. I think we're going to plant cotton in the same two fields again since they're available for planting. And well, that's it. They're available for planting. I know crop rotation is supposed to be a thing, and I do try to kind of rotate the crops, but I also know that there's no actual in-game penalty for it, so I can be pretty lax about it. Uh, 22 is our field, so I definitely don't want to be driving on it anymore. So let's see, we have currently 5 places to bring cotton, and this field yielded 8 last time. We still can't plant it because I never actually did the sleep and the monthly changeover. I'm just thinking that's 8 bales. And that one was like 4 bales. And we probably ought to feed the dog. There he is. What's up, bro? Bro, miss. Can't really tell. Oh, there we go. Miss. Madam. You missed it. Anyway. Let's get this changeover done. Yep. Cloudy and then sunny. Yep. And we'll feed you again. Okay. Now it's February. And we can have a look. We made it nearly $100,000 there overnight. Which probably gets us our Kawiko trailer that I was wanting. If there's not a better one. Because I mean, an auger wagon would be good too. I would really love to get one that 141 meters. Yeah, I really want that thing. Man, I really want it. Just to have it. It doesn't hold. This one does. Oh yeah, is this the modded one? Oh, that's the modded one. Oh, and this one actually can handle everything. Question is, will it fit through the door of the cow barn, which is the original intent? I bet the actual answer is no. Or if it can, that the food dispenser is not in the right place. So, you know, let's get that planting started and then we can ruminate about things and not be just blowing time. There. Planting started. Okay, let's talk about trailers. So this thing's 47. That's 56. That's 52. This one's basically nearly equivalent to the other one I've got. I can't really 100% tell what the... I think it's a walking floor type situation. I don't see a push wall though. So I'm curious. If we look at the Kawiko, which definitely does that stuff. I don't see a push wall there either, actually. So I think we'll be fine with the Bergman for an additional 11,000 liters. Whoops. No, we want to cover. Just because we're cool that way. Yes, okay. And we'll go get it and get some stuff transferred. We've got various things. I don't believe there's any sales today. Anything to sell. Except lettuce, but lettuce made us our money. Looks like we've got more wood chips already. I'm gonna put those wood chips nowhere. Oh, nice. And more clothes. Speaking of clothes, I want to make sure we don't actually go over. So let's have a look at our productions here. Yeah, we're fine on stones. We got plenty of planks. We need to get grass. We need to get hay in the fermenter. We definitely need to put water in the greenhouses, although we don't have to. The mixer is just missing silage and is almost full anyway. And I think whenever we get a liter of silage, it immediately goes into more mix. The rope maker's out of stuff. We should maybe bring some wool to the rope maker. Sawmills are looking fine. Spinneries are looking okay. And he's got 24,000 liters, 24 boxes of clothes in, and is now starting to work through the overage of fabric that we had. So cool. And the animals. Okay, we should give them some food at some point, and it's almost over the eggs on the chickens. Cows, 9,000 liters of milk. Nice, almost 10. In fact, by the time we get around to it, it'll probably be 10. Yep, and they need food. Wool is there. I think we're going to go take this wool and stick it in the rope maker, because that is monthly money. So I'd say I'd like to get another sheep barn today. I'm not sure where. Not really any good locations for it. But we need more wool, since cotton's only a once a year thing, and it seems like everybody's mostly worked through their cotton, or at least the rope maker has. Now, he didn't have quite as much cotton as the other guys, but the spinneries, but he did have some cotton, so definitely need to think about that. Both those fields will get cotton again. If I can work a few 100,000 out of something somehow, maybe I want to pick up another field and put cotton in it. We also still need that lime factory. I am not going to put lime down until I don't have to buy it. That's just, yeah, not something I want to do. It's already going to be bad enough that there's, I don't think, any field I've got that doesn't take that takes less than, say, 3 loads of lime as it is. It means I have to keep going back and filling up again, which is the reason I don't like putting slurry on my fields. The main reason. The other reason is just that, you know, you weigh a 54 meter sprayer in one hand, and you fill up your other hand with slurry, and what have you got? A handful of slurry. But seriously, you know, the application width, and the number of times that you have to go back and refill it just to fertilize one field. That self-propelled sprayer we've got did 2 big fields in 1 tank of fertilizer. Speaking of which, next month we're going to need fertilizer again. And maybe a big weeder instead of putting the little hoe on it again. But these are all kind of efficiency improvements. The big thing I'd like to do is get another chunk of land still here in February and put cotton on it. Because that is obviously a big money maker. And with that, we are going to get to doing TMR type stuff. Whoa, that's loud. Alright. What is next? We could sell milk. We could pull this thing over and get eggs dealt with. I'd like to have a whole little fleet of these guys. What else is there to do? Ah, there is water. Which obviously needed it. All right. This is going well. And this. Only where is... Oh, well, you know, we never put that away either. Where is that little trailer? There it is. Perfect. Man, thought I had it perfect. There we go. You know, we'll pull the trailer again with a tractor. Oh man, this thing is just about out of gas. That's something you definitely need to notice more often. Gas in a wash. Just didn't seem particularly dirty. Alright, we're going to get these guys all loaded up, and then we'll see what else needs to be done. Well, that's a definite problem with these things is the low capacity of the fertilizer. Herbalizer is a wrapper or band of some sort. No, we don't want to spend that much. How about 13,000? Point in filling up the seed. We're not going to run out for a while. For form's sake, I'm going to check, but as I thought, the contracts are not present. Nobody wants work done in February. Might as well just get those off the field anyway. And then we can get back to work. Alright, these guys are going to the rope factory. The rope is a monthly money source for us. And we probably need to set the rope factory to making wool. Rope. We can stop paying for cotton rope for now. And hopefully remember next time. Now, I was just looking at the concrete stuff here. And we're going to need some. So we might as well set up and, well, we're going to need some. The concrete, the grain elevator museum probably wants concrete. So we're going to go get Yeah, I went to the wrong station. Tend to do that. There we go. An additional 3,000. So then one thing I haven't checked is how much that lime factory actually is. Mixer, the lime factory, 80,000. Nice. We could, on a technical level, afford that. But what I'd really like to do is get this stuff planted and get into a good month. February is kind of boring. There aren't any anything. There aren't any contracts. It's basically just maintenance and cotton planting. I don't know what that helper thinks he's doing right now, but hopefully it's nothing actually too super weird. Alright. Back to checking our stuff. Milk's at a high price at the dairy. We could go sell some milk. Got 23 grand worth of it right now. So, right, they got all their food. Yeah, everybody's looking great. The slurry is still an issue. How much is the BGA? And anyway, because we could set up several more silage productions and maybe distribute the silage on a couple of them directly to the BGA. But a BGA minimum of 875, but I like to go with the big ones, so that would be that much. And then where do we even put our silage in? Oh, it probably goes right in that green bin right there, or right there actually. Ah, yep, in, out, and in. All right, but that's 1,100,000, so that's not there for now. Well, I guess we go sell the milk since it's got a good price and we've got some. Dairy would be good next. Come May, we're going to sell all these clothes. And we probably will be able to afford a BGA. But we'll probably actually not spend the money on the BGA. We'll probably spend it on another cow farm. So it's the manure that you need to feed them straw for. But I don't really have a real reason to use manure unless there's something saleable I could turn it into. I don't think manure spreading is any better than slurry spreading. So we're just going to go sell this milk and then we're going to be out of things to do and we'll have to just watch the cotton planting happen. Alright, milk sales. Not bad. Not as good as dairy or buffalo milk. I could put, like, I have the money now. I could fill the rest of that particular cow farm up with buffalo. I don't know of any reason they couldn't coexist. Actually, I think I might just do that. We had 140. No, we're gonna actually let that fill up with cows on its own. We'll go with buffalo on the next farm because otherwise I gotta move them or something. I don't know. I manage both things. All right, let's look at our fields here anyway. That's basically all of them. Okay, yeah, everybody's where they should be. Although we haven't looked at our sawmill today. 117 is fine. This one's probably getting lower. 31's okay. But I do believe we're kind of getting low on... I think we'll cut some more down. Maybe I need some sort of fertilizer delivery system. Something that I can, not those little barrels either. Like, I wonder if there's any, like, anything I can dispense fertilizer from that I could pull out in. I could pull out into the field. Something. I don't think the regular barrels actually water, just water. Oh, this one does, but can you load just, I guess it's worth a try, actually. Not this time, but at some point, I think it's probably worth a try. Meantime, back to pushing wood around. All right. I think we're going to move on to March again and stagger these fields once again, because that seems to make sense. It takes a long time to harvest them, so we might as well move on. We've gotten everything topped up and everything, so we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. It's March. And now my thought, okay, we've got weeds medium already though, which means we have to use the hoe. Which means the Massey is needed. You're needed, bud. You've still got a job. I know we stole fertilization from you, but you still have a job. And then we'll hit the fertilization with the big guy. After this is done, though. Medium. Right. We've got to go feed the cows again, I imagine. Yep, that's going just fine. I'll just drop you. No spare capacity. Oh, it left it. Okay. Well, we're actually going to go fill it up anyway. What we're actually going to do is a bit of a hay dance. First, we're going to dump. We've been dumping it in here, the TMR. We dumped a bunch of TMR in there just to make room for a big mix to happen, in case it needed to happen. I'm guessing we need a full mix again. Yeah, we can put hay in that. We can put, it looks like maybe 2 fermenters to really max out the mixer. Because 50,000 makes 100,000, and this uses more than that. And can hold 160. So yeah, I think we're going to have to slap down another fermenter here. Which is unfortunate. No, I'll just stick it right next to it. In fact, I might even sell this one and move it. Alright, so yeah, we can get away with not refilling those this time, but we'll need to refill them next time. So now we can go, well, I should have just stayed there, right? Right. In the immortal words of Ned Ryerson, right, right, right. Just to make things easier for the next one to come in, I think I'm going to swing around and come down the backside. And I can just wait there. Oh man, now I just gotta see what our clothes are currently worth. 1,400,000. in May. 1,300,000 now. So, wow. Although we'd have to load them onto the train if we sold them today, which isn't as daunting as it used to be. But now here's a question. How are we looking on capacity? Okay, not bad. He's got fabric over. He'll use that fabric. We've got cotton and wool, cotton and wool, cotton and wool. And this one gets the next wool disbursement, which we should go do if I can figure out or remember where I left that trailer. Oh, over there. All right, we're gonna go do the wool bit and bring it to whichever one that is. I guess it's, well, we'll see. Okay, it must be the middle one. But he's the one who needs the wool the most. Though his friend may be low or out next month. Which just says to me, yes, we need more sheep. Alright, we need to think about this lime factory. The cement is still got a ton. If we put the lime, whoa, I was actually kind of planning to put all of that into the lime factory. So, if we talk about the lime factory, was a building up here somewhere? No, that's a spinnery. That's a lime factory. Okay. Well, that's kind of big. And that provides us with lime. Does it just need its own? I mean, we could just skip a little bit of... We could cut a little bit more off the grass field. It's not like it's actually, like, crazy. And then we could swing that thing around and get both. Assuming... I'm gonna see... Alright, lime factory installed. But I guess we need to go talk to it. Assuming there is a place to talk to it. Oh, right over there. Products, lime. Activate. Wow, 45,000 liters. Well, hopefully that does its job. And that doesn't need to go anywhere right now. What we do need to do is go find... Well, if we're lucky, we'll run across... Okay. It's done that thing again. Alright, cotton planting done. Oh man, we are almost out of gas. I can't believe I... Well, we gotta go around. I hope we make it. Otherwise, we gotta go buy a barrel of diesel. I have a mod that allows me to buy barrels of diesel. So it won't be quite as bad as needing to spend tons of money on a thing that we're only going to use once. Although maybe if that thing could dispense fertilizer might not be a bad option. This guy has definitely been seeing some use, so I can see how it would be getting low. I just can't believe I let it go that far. You guys are probably yelling at the screen for the last 3 episodes. Fill it up! Now there were a couple of other things we were doing while we wait for this to happen. One of them being checking on this whole setup. 35k stones. This is actually still rolling. The problem is this guy. Once he's gotten this pile off the front, we need to move him forward a little bit. It looks like you can actually reach the entire thing, so cool. That's not actually where I was going. I have the, let's see, I have the semi parked here. And we're going to let the milk sit until it's actually like a significant amount. Hopefully by then we'll have bought the dairy and we can just pull it over to the dairy and get that going. But next month we need to have this flatbed ready to take clothes, and since we're waiting on workers to finish things anyway, and since we have more clothes than are gonna fit on that little one, we might as well get set up and ready to load clothes. I think this is probably the most logical place, because then we can just pull forward and get the other set. That thing needs electricity as well, but not yet. We are going to also go grab the forklift. A lot of clothes loading to do even before it's done with its thing, so maybe I think we can get 2 at a time. Long ways like this. Arg. It did what I was hoping it wouldn't. Well, I know it holds 3, and I think we can get 3 long ways on there. So we might as well just pick up one more and complete the stack. Okay, the hoeing is done. Certainly one way to do it. We don't need to load these per se right now. And we do need to go get this guy. Who seems to have skipped at least one bit. Oh, those are like too big or something? Apparently they are too big. Alright. Oh, that's old copper that, or copper, old cotton that didn't get planted over. Okay. That's not this guy's fault. This is the previous guy's fault. Alright, well, we got to get this field sprayed. All right. It's weird how this thing, how the helper treats the all-wheel steer as if it's still only front-wheel steer, but then compensates. At least that's what it feels like. I gotta wait till next month to do stuff to that one. But it's interesting that it goes on these cotton fields, it goes straight to medium weeds. So we look into this. Well, first we look into how are we doing on supplies. He's gone through some hay recently. Lime factories. Okay. That's still not great. So we want hay and straw into those things. Rope still got wool. Yeah, we're still good there. No point in even really checking these. We've gone through the wool we're going to go through. That guy's still over. And that guy's technically still over as well, but... Okay, we got some of them out of there. We got a lot more clothes to load. 20 plus whatever we get overnight. And then the next episode is going to be fun. I like spending money. And we looked at the animals, right? These guys haven't had any caps yet. So it's still just the 74, which is actually half. I'm still tempted to just throw down some buffaloes in there. But everything seems alright, but I never looked at what I wanted to look at, which is what can be planted in April. Corn, peas, all of the hard ones, soybeans. If we were to get a field in the next month or two, we could plant soybeans and make probably a pretty big profit, because if I recall, soybeans are worth growing. So I think that this is the right strategy, is this angled parking, leaving a channel down the center. for these long things. This guy could go back further, but he's not in the way either, so it's not actually a huge problem. But especially if I were to take the Amazon and give it that angle, then this guy could go back in further. But again, he doesn't need to. So where could we get some land from? And what would be the best land? Probably this one. If we spent almost all of our May money on 16 and 42 and then planted it in soybean, cut it off right here, just like we did to 21, kind of. Just cut it off, combined it, and planted it in soybeans. I bet that would be a big old chunk of money come October or November, depending on if we use our May money, it would have to be November. So I think that's pretty good to go there. And now we have canola, gets harvested in August. And then we have, I think, barley in one and wheat in the other, both September. And then our cotton in October. So we've got kind of a full dance card coming up here. Especially if we can't put soybeans in June, unfortunately, or July or August actually, when we do the canola, but we could plant something else. Okay, so July, so what would we put in place of the canola? Not carrots. I bet that's really profitable, but I bet it also takes just straight up forever. All right, we let the canola go round and put cotton in it. The canola field and the wheat field. Because our spinneries are gonna actually not run out of cotton. So those two fields are already full on. Those two fields are already support our 4 spinneries cotton-wise and the rope maker. Well, not quite the rope maker. They do give us a little bit of rope, the rope maker, but not exactly a lot. But I think that's a tentative plan. Of course, what's in those guys right now really actually makes a difference. Or what's in there when the time comes. Crop types. That must be green beans, but it's not. Yeah. It's just not done, yeah, harvested. All right. Yeah, well, unless I desperately need to clean this out. which I think I probably do need to just grab a couple. I'm going to do them with this thing because I don't want to drive that other thing over here. We'll just grab a couple out of here. Not stack them. Not tempt anything. Maybe we can get it all the way up on top of that other spot. Yeah. We're not even taking up any spots. We're going to have to get another one of those. Another one of those, whatever you call them. Yeah, that did not really work the way I wanted it to. I don't want that to be inside the hood. The front wall, whatever you call it. Yeah, that works. And just to prevent random weird accidents, let's actually latch those down. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you next time.